The Eikenhof pump station should be fully operational by tomorrow morning. A city power transformer exploded yesterday, and this affected the Rand water pump station. Parts of western Johannesburg, the West Rand and Northwest have been without water as a result. For an update, I'm joined by City Power spokesperson Isaac Mangena. Good evening, Mr. Mangena. Thank you very much for your time. Are there contingency measures that for those that have already been affected? We'll get to what you're doing now and what gives you hope that by tomorrow morning you will have sorted the problem. But are there contingency measures as we speak?
Yes, the city has actually deployed water tanks, water trucks to most areas that have been affected. I know that areas like Roodepoort, Florida, and central Johannesburg were affected. So way 2 was running low this afternoon. So we are already having trucks that are standby to be able to assist where there is an impact.
So we're talking here about water for
we're talking about
drinking
water.
And cooking.
Yes, yes, for basic, yes.
But what about, I mean, there's a lot of mining communities, the Northwest side, for example. What's happening there, and how has this problem affected the mining communities there?
We didn't get a report as to the impact, but you should remember that when electricity goes, the impact on water takes a little bit while because of this. The reservoirs are still full, and it may take a day. Like now, the impact was only felt mostly around lunch and this afternoon, not really like yesterday, as it was the case with electricity. So we didn't really get the report about what is happening in Northwest, especially around the mines in Rustenburg.
Now, what gives you confidence that the station will be fully operational by tomorrow morning?
We've had our engineers and technicians working around the clock from yesterday, since when the fire caught, the transformer caught fire after lunch, and we have already brought in reinforcements in terms of transformers that were brought last night and early this morning. They were being assembled, and one of those transformers was actually tested, and it passed that test, but we don't want to risk and bring it on alone just in case we encounter similar problems. So the one that was being assembled, it was being tested this afternoon, and we should be able to get a clear understanding, because after the testing we also need to test even the feeds, because there's a lot that happened in 24 hours in terms of the infrastructure that was in that substation. So there is still that we need, that precaution that we need to take before we can fully say we are back online.
What are the chances of things not going according to your plan?
Look, in this industry, anything can happen. I mean, that's why we always try to play by precautions, to ensure that everything that we do is tested and retested and tested for the third time, so that we are able to say, when we go to consumers to say the power has been restored, it is indeed restored, and we don't have similar problems coming back. That's why if you noticed yesterday, actually the one transformer that I'm talking about went on live on one line, and we managed to basically restore electricity in Kibla Park. But then we had to switch off this morning for safety reasons, but also to ensure that we are able to continue with our work. So even with the second one, we're going to do a similar thing, and hopefully we will be able to bring electricity to some of the suburbs that were affected later this evening. But obviously tomorrow morning we think we should be fully back online. But in terms of water, it's a different story, because the transformer that bent down was especially dedicated to Rand water, so it's a lot of work to deal with that. And we also, obviously, in terms of the report that I got from Rand water, is that even when electricity comes back, let's say it comes back around lunchtime tomorrow for Rand water, it will take another while for them to fill up the reservoirs and ensure that they open the water to the community. So it might be until around late Wednesday or Thursday morning.
Okay, let's leave it there for this evening. Isaac Mangena, thank you very much for your time. He is, of course, the spokesperson for City Power.